Hey guys, Special K here. We're going to check out Sierra Nevada Brewing in Asheville, North Carolina. A very impressive brewery. I don't have a ton of footage from this because we weren't really planning on shooting any footage from here. I was with my wife and my daughter, so I didn't have a lot of equipment, and like I said, I wasn't prepared for this video. Also, we went on a Saturday at it was like 5 p.m., so it was completely packed. There was a ton of people there. It was insane. So starting out here, this is just the entrance. And then there's actually a self-guided tour, which is where we spend most of the time in this video. The actual tours are booked up like weeks in advance. But like I said, they did have a self-guided tour, and that's what I'm showing you guys mostly here. A lot of old beer bottles, a lot of history. There's also like a restaurant here, and there is also a two-floor restaurant bar combo, which is pretty interesting. Oh, these guys over here, they were all out. It was hilarious. I wish I would have filmed them longer, but they were like people legitimately passed out and sleeping all over the brewery, and the employees didn't seem to care. It seemed like it was a common thing at Sierra Nevada for people to just be passed out everywhere. But anyway, yeah, there's a two-floor setup, at least for the tap room and restaurant. On the top floor there, it's just a tap room with you'll see it at the end there, it has like a stage with music and all that. And then at the on the bottom there, it's the restaurant. It also has a tap room down there as well, but that was completely packed. There was not even any like standing room. It was so packed. The upstairs was not as bad though, but from my understanding, they were about to close the entire upstairs. So this area where we're showing all this footage of this historical stuff and where the stage is at the end, they were going to close all that area down for a private party, because apparently that's a thing. You can rent out their entire upstairs for a private party. And as I mentioned earlier, like, this is only a very small portion of the brewery that we're showing here. I mean, it was huge. We spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours here, and I feel like we didn't even really scratch the surface of it. I can't wait to go back with the guys, and hopefully we get to do that sometime next year in May. And if you guys want to see us hit up more breweries, let us know in the comments down below. We'd love to do it. These are their big old copper kettles. Really pretty. I think they actually still use these. At first I thought they were there just for decoration, but it seems like from the palette of grains down there that they do actually use those. More of their facilities, surprisingly, like very clean, but I didn't see anybody actually working. But again, it was Saturday night, so there wasn't anybody actually brewing anything. That would have been kind of awesome to see, but I'm sure that's probably a part of the tour, the higher end tour. Up there to the left there, you can see some filtered and unfiltered beers there, which is pretty cool. Now this little hallway we're in right now was super long, and like I said, lots of good stuff. There's actually, in the middle of the hallway, there's a small tap room, but again, like I said, I think they were setting up for a wedding or something, so I couldn't really get any footage of that. They also had some people like cleaning windows and stuff like that with actual like kegs, so they had their like window cleaning fluid like in like a little mini keg, which is pretty cool. I've never seen that before. Just some pictures here. Nothing crazy. You'll see here in a minute, you actually get to see a little bit of the actual facility, like their canning line and stuff, the bottling and canning line, which is huge. I haven't been to. This is my first huge craft brewery I've ever been to. I've only ever been like Country Boy, which is pretty big, but compared to this, Country Boy's dropping the bucket. And another thing about this brewery, it's kind of like, it's near the airport, but it's kind of in the middle of the woods. Like there's like maybe a 2 mile like little drive up to the brewery on, I guess, their own private property, and they have like a brick road going up there. They have these cool metal sculptures of like hop cones and stuff like that on the way up there. It's a beautiful drive. I was like so impressed from Sierra Nevada. Their gift shop was also pretty decent, but I don't think I have any footage of that towards the end there. But I mean, prices were pretty reasonable. They had a lot of their beers there for pretty cheap. Lots of bombers, lots of their rare stuff from their I think their barrel or cellar series. I can't remember what they call it. They had a lot of that stuff, and a lot of people were snagging that up pretty fast. I couldn't bring myself to pay $22 for a bomber of beer though, especially with my wife with me, she would have killed me. A lot of the old bottles here of their Harvest Ale. Some stuff they still brew, some stuff they don't brew anymore. Some of their other brands they do. And this is where we're starting to get to the canning and bottling line right here. You know, my wife being an engineer was really impressed with this. You know, as far as what I've seen before, like I'm used to Country Boy, which they have one or two little conveyor lines that they have. They don't have anything crazy like this. Like I said, I would have loved to see this actually running in full speed. It would have probably been a sight to see. Now I'm curious if they're actual guided tours, which they cost money. It doesn't cost anything to get into the brewery just for the walking around tour or whatever. But I'm curious if the guided tours actually show like any of this running. I don't know if that'd probably be a liability. I'm assuming they probably can show it through glass, but I doubt they would actually like let you be on the floor. That seems probably like a bad idea. More of the line here. It goes on for a little bit on this section, but we're getting close to the end of the video now. Overall, it was a really cool experience. Like I said, if you guys would like to see like Radar, Still Reserve, and myself, Special K here, going to some of these other breweries and checking them out, we'd love to do it if you guys want to see it. But you know, as always, we're always experimenting with new videos, and we want to keep our content fresh for you guys. So if any, like I said, any breweries in Asheville or Kentucky or Indiana or Ohio you'd like us to see, let us know, and we'll see if we can do it. Now, I was kind of thinking about maybe possibly contacting Sierra Nevada next time we go up there, probably in May of 2020, and seeing if they might give us a private tour so we can shoot some more fun stuff. And this is the stage area I was talking about from earlier. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.